Benny, just lay down. Just lay down, Benny. Just lay down. Oh, I'm hot now. Made it through another day without shaving my head. Guess that's something. Huh, Stan Lee. Cute as can be. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge, I'm a Hale empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Things are heavy and dense today. Hi, kitty, kitty! Kitty, kitty, kitty's coming down. I just is trying to de-densify myself. I'm not medicating. I'm not using the flour so much these days because it makes me too sensitive. And I'm too sensitive as it is. Too very sensitive. I've always been too sensitive. This world is definitely not made for sensitive types like me. I was thinking about that earlier because I had a fit today. I throw tantrums. But I started it here. I started it. I got annoyed. I got freaking mad. And then I was like, I can't do this here. So I took it on the road. I just go for a little drive because the speed limits around here ain't nothing more than 20, 25 miles, 35 miles an hour. It's, so I drive around like my grandpa used to do. And I just freaking yelled at all the stuff it freaking makes me mad. Because I'm not having a lot of fun right now. And I know a lot of people are not having a lot of fun right now. The lady that freaking her wheel fell off in the parking lot at the grocery store today, she wasn't having a lot of fun. But there was a man that was there to help, and I did ask him if they needed anything. And they said somebody was going for more tools, and I said, do you need anything from inside, water or snacks? And they said, no, we're fine. So it's all you can do is offer sometimes, so... But a lot of people are having fun, and I'm trying not to resent them. I really am trying. I can see my natural inclination with my Scorpio moon. I'm going to really come forth with my Scorpio moon tonight. I can feel it. So if you all the love and light and all that stuff, and you think that everything is just fluffy fucking nuggets and shit, just again, I ain't the tube for you. I certainly am not the tube for you. So, I was thinking about it, one of the things that I've tried not to be, is angry. Like my whole life, Marge, don't get mad. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't. I would explain away my feelings and emotions. Because it was a lot easier to do than just to ask people what I needed. Because when I asked people what I needed, I just get how selfish I was. I got that a lot when I was a little kid. I didn't even know it was, inept. I didn't know it was uncouth. I didn't know it was dickish for people, grown-ups, to say that until, 10 years ago. But my whole life has been, examples of all that shit that people do to people. They treat people to all that crap that they throw on other people. People, and the thing is I've done a pretty good job not letting it get to me too much. But my body chemistry's changed, man. I'm sure it's those anthrax vaccines, those illegal ones that I was given back in 2004. They quit the study. There was only a 4-day period they were supposed to do it, but they did mine every month for 3 months, and I got 2 at a time. They put formaldehyde in it. And my endocrine system is already compromised from when I was little and all the trauma and stuff like that. Watching mom get kicked off a second-story porch and stuff like just being raped as a 10-month-old. Just the list goes on, It just goes on and on. But still, in spite of all that, I still managed, barely graduate through high school. I drank for many years. I drank because I wanted to play. I just wanted to go around and have fun because life wasn't fun. I went through more in my 12th year on this planet as a 12-year-old than freaking grown-ups I've exchanged stories with in real life. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just, It's weird how some people get this path. It's all what you do with it. And I'm trying so hard not to end up like my grandpa. Mad like my grandpa. Actually, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, Mom, when Grandpa died, more people showed up at his memorial service. One of his nurses sang that Maria song, that real hard song. She did a beautiful job, And then Grandma died. There is not a lot. I was like, wow, there's not really a whole lot of people here. She was the one that sold real estate for 40 years in Tascadero, California. I thought everybody loved her, She wasn't really nice to me, so maybe everybody else saw it through it too. But Benny Beagle Boy laid down. Beagle Boy laid down. So now I have a headache from yelling because I yell. I yell. I'm loud. I'm freaking, and that's why I got to do it in my van because that freaking stuff isn't good for the critters. It's not good for Mom. It's not good for me, but I can't keep this stuff in because that's how people freaking they stuff that in. That's what we're seeing on the main stage, the main stage right now. A lot of people are losing their shit. Somebody said that they turned on 5G today. I remember when Verizon or they were coming to Omaha. They always came to Creighton. They came to Creighton, these big conglomerate companies, and they're like, use our because they got more money than God, the Catholic Church, those Jesuits. So they just they could either go for it or they wouldn't. And I remember when it was like. What was it? What was it? I can look it up right now. LTE and 3G. And they're coming in and they're pushing 3, 4G. Whatever it was back in 2010, 12. 2012, somewhere around there. 11. And because they wanted all their stuff on Google wanted to do all their email and stuff like that. They wanted to host it, but they said no because Google's like, well, we're gonna own it, and they're like, no, you're not. So they said no to that. But it's just technology is just, they keep talking about all this technological marvels and stuff like that, and I'm just like, well, it's not really a stretch based on the freaking tech-tarded shit that we have out now. It's all freaking rigged, and it's all because they ain't never done the freaking maintenance on it. Everybody's just too busy going around having conferences and doing the fun stuff. But they didn't do the work, and now it's showing up. Don't get in his ear. Just go lay down. So, some stupid bullshit today that I saw in the news. This is the thing. I've been talking. This is the kind of the stuff that I'm about. And when I see stuff in the mainstream media about it, it's just, hello. People need to pay attention sometimes. It's the stories in the stories. It's the obscure stories. In this story, a man accused of killing a UCLA student at their furniture store was arrested. He was at large earlier. This was just updated, I guess. But the girl said when he walked, she worked at a furniture store. She sent a text message to her friend saying she had a bad vibe about this guy that was in the furniture store. See, what people need to do is you get a vibe like that, leave the fucking store. That shit is shit. That stuff is stuff. Lives can't be replaced. You got a feeling like that, you leave. I don't care. See, I get feelings about people like that at the grocery store. I can feel void of spirit. It's like a cold, dank, and it doesn't matter the economic status of said vacant person. They're just, and they're everywhere. They're in the deli department. Some big old huge tree of a dude was standing right there in front of the deli counter right there. So I walked right in front of him and grabbed my cheese, And they're just, oh, excuse me, you know, and they're talking about their skiing. What do you gotta do to incarnate where all you gotta do in life is fucking go down a hill, ride up a fucking thing and go down a hill and ride up a thing and go down, and that's all, whee! And you get to just go from one, and then you get to complain because there's not enough employees, you know, so you gotta wait in line because there's not enough people that are going to work. There's not enough employees. I saw an article about that today. They're all mad about skiers in Vail, up in arms. We spend our good hard money here, our good inherited money, our good money that we didn't do jack shit to earn. Because nobody has done fucking anything to earn their fortune in decades. It's not like they're out there digging ditches. No, those people make $14 an hour. So, yeah. Yeah, she knew. She knew she was in danger, and then she ended up dead 10 minutes later, because it's just wasteful. So the fucking idiot governor of Texas, or not Texas, where do I live? New Mexico. She's a fucking idiot, dude. I'll say it right here, right now. I don't even care what her name is, man. I was reading what her addressment was. She's proposing a 19% raise for state troopers. How about fitness standards? 19%. That's almost 20%. That's almost a fifth of what they make. More than what they already make. On top of not having to pay for their uniforms, their cars, their insurance. And then they get to take their cars home so they don't got to put the wear and tear on their own cars. All for our own safety? Horse shit. New Mexico is run by fucking idiots. Every state is. But because I live in, and see, and when I lived in Oregon, I talked about the fucking imbeciles that ran Oregon. You know, Prickets. I talked about Prickets. The fucking idiot that runs Nebraska. You know, they're just all rich people, and rich people don't have good ideas. Rich people have to pay people to do things for them. They're not the idea people. Poli-sci? It's a fucking bullshit degree. And how many people in Congress have like a bachelor, have a poli-sci degree and then went to law school and they just went into the same. All you got to do is pass. I worked at a law school. Fucking pretentious D-bags, man. Can't even change their own tires, man. My brother's one. That's why we live in New Mexico. You know, I was thinking today, Marge, what would you do for fun if you could do anything I said, I would go over to my brother's house. I would hang out with my nieces and I'd get all the dish and all the scoop. You know? On where they are. That's what I would do. But I'm not even allowed to know where he lives because I called him a fucking piece of shit because he said I haven't worked in 2 years when I've been taking care of Mom. And that ain't easy either. Because I got a lot of freaking energy. You know, and I gotta stay close to home. There's not a lot that I can do at home. I can only fucking pump iron with the stupid barbell so many times and let the dogs out. You know, I like having fun, and it's not fucking fun every fucking day. And it's just keep waiting. Something will happen. You know, oh, what'll happen is you have to talk to Social Security and they'll get to decide if Mom's worth her $750 a month. Because maybe they'll find a reason she's not. Because that's what the system fucking does. But that's cool, because I got 6 months to find another fucking place to live in a place where there's no places to live. Because there's no places to live any fucking place. But there's people that have fucking empty houses and vacation houses, but don't ever think to let somebody live there. You know, because Airbnb is just easier. Just let people, oh, you can stay in my house for $200 a night. Ugh. And there's just a level of selfishness on this planet, man. I'm an empath, and it bullshit. You're bullshit. You're a phony. You're a fake. You're a fraud. And you know how I know? Because I used to act just like them. And I hated myself when I acted like that. So when I see them acting like that, oh no, don't hate you, Marge. Don't hate you now, Marge. I will soldier on. I have no choice. Yeah, these are the people that get ahead. So, yeah, she wants to give the state troopers 19% raise. She also called for a $10 million endowment for the state's medical school and a support fund for families who are taking care of elderly family members. Really? Is there no end to this woman's goodness? It never fucking trickles down. But you're gonna what? You're gonna open up an office. You're gonna build an office. You're gonna open up an office. You're gonna employ the people to go to the office. Gift them cars with your little logos that park outside the office. But that shit, I fucking guarantee you, will never come to me. Because it never does. There's a VA clinic here in Taos. I'm going to do a live from their parking lot one day. Yeah. And walk around their parking lot and be like, hey, is anybody in there? I'm a veteran. How come I can't be seen in here? But you guys are, all of the employees are still coming here. How much do you get paid every month? $3,000. Okay, so there's 6 employees. Y'all get paid $4,000 a month. Right? Not good enough. I got better ideas. There's 3 people for running a mayor in this city, and it's just all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Let's call it the New Mexicare. That's what she wants to call it. The New Mexicare. Oh, does she think she's cute? She's a fucking idiot. They all are. And people are getting sick of it. They are. See? And I'm a peaceful being. I got a lot of freaking masculine energy in me, but I channel that in a positive way. Let's just hope I forever do it, because things have been real hard for me for the majority of my life, 47 years. I was born into it. Neglect. That's how I don't know how to freaking... I do know how now. No, I learned how. See, that's the thing. Is I wasn't given the tools as a child. But I kept my innocence and my childlike... whatever, little twinkle in my eye is what Mom calls it. She says I get a little twinkle in my eye like I did when I was little. I keep that without letting all this shit fucking... How am I supposed to, How am I supposed to... ignore it? I can't ignore stuff, man. I can't. I've never been an ignorer. People that ignore, but I was ignored. I wouldn't know how to express what I was feeling when I was little. I had tantrums, and they would just ignore me. Everybody. And I was always somebody that people had to deal with, And I see these other people that were just like me. They were just like me. But they grew up, and people cared for them, and loved them, and hugged them. I didn't get that. Or when I did, I would know that they were a lie, Because I would hear him talk about me. I would always hear stuff like, man, why did I gotta hear that? Because universe always wants me to know the truth and what a lie feels like. So when people would try to console me, but I know they were talking shit about me, no, that's a lie. That vibrational frequency is a lie, and it doesn't feel good. And I'm all about frequencies, man. Somebody was talking about near-death experiences today. I'm like, I had like 3 or 4 before I was 12. One time I grabbed the electric fence on the ranch. An angel knocked me off, that one. But that's a lot of volts. It was a lot of volts, and so, and with all the other scary stuff that happened to me, there's so many more people that are out here in the world freaking just losing their freaking marbles that have had like way less stuff to contend with. Way less. But the older I get, it just gets harder. And I'm one of those people, I do better with people around. I do better being social and, hearing how other people's lives are and being around other people. And, you know, and I've been isolated for 5 years. This is my isolation period. And I think it's funny that fucking that idiot that runs fucking the UK or whatever, Doris, whatever that fucking mental midget's name is. God, they're all fucking, they just can't change tires. They're just inept people. They're just inept people. It's just so frustrating that so many inept people are in charge of so many resources just to bog up the system and keep from helping people. It's gross and it's disgusting, and maybe it'll change, but is it looking like it? So, but he comes in and says, okay, no mandates, no masks, no, okay, just it's all over now. That's what he did, right? And that's why I'm like, when this stuff started, and I did a video when this, like, years ago, before this stuff started, talking about, it's so crazy how it comes back full circle. You know, how it's bullshit and it's nonsense, and how they do this stuff to make people, you know, comply, do what you're told, all that crap, all that shit that is just like, I don't got time for that stuff on my world. You know, people can't think for themselves, man. They're just, they drive Teslas and fucking Audis and shit. No. So calling it, you know, and that's what they do. It's like they make things hard for everybody. Going, look at, you know, it's all right. We're doing our stuff. Oh yeah, they'll be all right, because people aren't people to them. Because they are so detached that people aren't people. They just look at numbers. You know, it's just like the population, and there's organizations that we pay for to help those people, but it doesn't go. That's the thing is people lost their spirit, and they just started caring more about their ego and cocaine and fucking juicy adrenochrome and all that freaking crazy shit that people do. And it's everywhere, you know. I mean, they're living out loud now. I mean, when I was growing up and Kiss and all that stuff, you know, they're devil worshippers. They're devil worshippers. People knew what devil worshippers were. And then there's this veil of, no, that doesn't happen. That doesn't exist. But it's just grown and erupted, this whole world of it. So that's what I get so mad, like, when they implement this stuff, because they're just going to stop it one day. Well, why don't you just never start it? You know? But it's all about control, and it's all about power. And those people that run for that desire that stuff the most, it is very frustrating to me, because they are weak-ass little bitches. You know how, like, the bad guy, big bad, and in the movies, they're bad guy, you know? He's always, but, like, you know, when it comes down to it, he's just a little bitch. They all are. They're all just little, you know, they watch Godfather, they're growing up in this, watching Godfather with their dad, you know, and then they freaking decided to make a world where, you know, they're all fucking gangsters and thugs. You're the fucking government, man. You're crazy. Step down. You're crazy. Quit your job. You're crazy. Forfeit your pay. You're crazy. You're not fixing the world. The country is going down the toilet. Excuse yourselves. You're crazy. I don't even know what crazy is. I just think it's people that don't have a freaking really good balance, an idea about how things work, and they really don't, you know, because they're just reading pages with letters and words and numbers on them. That's all they're doing. They're just puppets. They get paid 6 figures to be puppets, some of them more. Needs to change, needs to stop. Is it going to transition, going to happen? Well, you know, I don't like to see anybody get hurt. But you think, I just made grand declarations asking for you all, you peacefully, you freaking imbeciles in Congress, in the Senate, just step down and let some more qualified people sit in those chairs that give a shit about this country, because it is not you. So step down and we can have a peaceful transition. Right? Everybody just wants peace, right? Is it going to happen? We'll see. We'll see. That's about my time. I keep hearing about that, but That's the thing. It drives me crazy, man. These people with their fifth wheeler. And then they use them for like a season. They'll buy them for like 25, 30. They'll use them for a season. And then they'll just turn around and they're like, oh, shit, we don't want this. And then sell it, mark the price down a couple grand. And, just like really. It's like, dude, that thing, like things don't depreciate like they do in the rest of the country in New Mexico. The shit people want you to pay for their junk in New Mexico is fucking laughable. It's hilarious. But living in New Mexico is kind of like living in the 1990s. That's what it feels like. It feels like the 1990s. Because people are just fucking uncouth. So, anyway. But, hey, it's them. It's not me. Just because I've been I've been to some places. I know how fucking proper people act. You don't drive 50 fucking miles down the road where there's dogs and kids and stuff playing out here. When the speed limit's 20, 25. People don't care about life. So, what happens? They don't care about life? Welcome to your death. Inject a little fear. This is all this is people scared. They're scared to die, so they're going to die. I guess what's going to happen to me if I'm afraid to live? I'm not afraid to live. Sometimes life gets scary. Being in the present moment, that's all I do. Be right here where your hands are. Sometimes I wander off. When I meditate, I get to imagine and think of the world how I want it to be. I was thinking, I was kind of going off on a trip today. I was like, man, when I was a little girl, I was all about love. I just wanted to be in love. I just wanted to meet that girl and be in love. That's all I wanted. Just be, we just go around and we do fun stuff, It wasn't even about all that sex stuff, man. All that sex world. I've done some research on Pornhub in years past, but I also recognize like the places that where they do these things are the same places that I've seen in pictures of like Epstein Island and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I can't. And I even considered doing porn at one point, a couple years back. I was 42. I was probably in the best shape of my life, though. My car got repoed. My road got repoed. And I was walking everywhere and have to go, walking with packs, my A-bag, with freaking dog food and up these hills. My calves are nice now, but I mean, I had like a freaking 8-pack stomach. I mean, I was like, okay, well, the VA threatened to cut my stipend in half. So I went like, whoa, I went in kind of a freaking, it was hard not to have a freaking meltdown there. See, all this stuff, man, life keeps coming, man. It keeps coming. It doesn't relent. And it's all bureaucracy. I fucking hate bureaucracy. That's why I only did 6 years, because as soon as I went into the Air Force, I was like, this is all bullshit, dude. You guys get freaking trillion, billion, multi-trillion, gazillion budgets to fucking play. They play war, and then they go to other countries and kill people where we have no business being. And it's this, but you got to support it, because if you're against it, you're a jerk. I'm a jerk because, because I watched the guys sit around on their asses all fucking day. A lot of them. Fat fucking people telling me I had to go to the gym. But I learned a lot about health, and they're fat, and I'm still healthy, and it's been 20 years later. So, I was looking at some people. One guy freaking unfriended me. But he's getting fat too. He's a white guy from Chicago. They just get, it's quantified by everything's about your blood. You get all the good shit based on who you're related to. Some people can't even get in the military. It used to be like it was an alternative for criminals. And a lot of those criminals stayed in. Yeah. So, I mean, you got all these freaking criminal activities in the military. But it's all for the name of fucking freedom. It's bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. It's the people play games. Every company, it's all it's just all a game. It's all reindeer games. Corporations, VPs, third quarter ending, it's all fucking reindeer games, man. And people are going to get their chance to what it's like to, oh my God, am I going to have clean water to drink? Never mind if you're going to have fucking clean clothes or you're going to be able to wash that Audi or fucking Tesla. Are you going to have clean water to drink? Everybody's going to get their chance. It's collective consciousness. Why should people like me get to just have all the fun? Right? And still just be okay. Went to the VA, went to a counselor at the VA, and I'm like, yeah, these are some of the things that have happened in my life. This is where I'm at now. And he was just like, holy shit. He was just like, you're just fine. You're just fine, Because you know what? You don't hurt people. And that is one thing that I've always carried in my heart is you don't hurt people. And I get mad. I'm such a contradiction, man. I'm a Heyoka through and through. I get mad when people hurt people. I thought about that today. I was like, I catch myself. Like, I'll talk, like when if I'm not careful, I'm going to be that hurt person that's hurting people. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. I get frustrated because I hear, how people that are like me, they're older in life, and I don't even know if I'm going to get to live, in my 70s and stuff, but to hear them still struggling, I'm like, I don't know if I want to. It's not any fun. People aren't having fun. A lot of people, some people are having fun, but they don't, they don't like me. I'm not really welcome in a lot. Because I'm brash, I'm I got all this, I'm this little short chick, but I got all this freaking tomboy, People don't like that. They don't. They like it in Jessie. Jesse's just like, Jessie and I are a lot alike, only she didn't have the bad shit happen to her when she was young. I had the bad shit happen to me, and she had those periods that, where she had the family and, she had kids to love her unconditionally and all that stuff. I never got that. I love. See, I don't like it when people say love is the highest frequency of all. No, I think truth is, because there's a lot of people on this planet that have never experienced love. So how are we supposed to go out? I have an idea and my conception of it, but nothing that has ever been reciprocated. And that's okay. That's all right. I'm not the only person. That's why I do these talks, is because I know that there's other people out there that feel like me. So these talks are for them. It's not for everybody. These talks are not for everybody, But I'm not always happy either, It sucks being in pain all the time. And then the only medicine I take is freaking cannabis flower. But I'm trying not to do that because it makes me extra sensitive. Even though it hurts, it helps the pain. It makes other things. So it has its pros and cons. So the cons right now aren't worth the pros. So then I get to be in pain all the time. Just keep doing stuff every day, but act like everything's great. See, people want you to act good, like you feel good all the time because they don't want to be bothered because you'll make them feel bad too.